it is such a battle for those midfield spots. Of course, Christian Eriksen coming in.
Most centre forwards don't want to do anymore. And then over the years, you know, I've watched Marcus and got 6 centre halves. If you've got 6 centre halves and one's not playing particularly well,
it is a spectacular setting here at the Optus Stadium. I think there's a light show.
I think that the way it's going, yeah. I think fans want to be entertained, like you just touched.
Or contend with, I should say. But they're in a good place. They should.
I'm sure as a manager or a coach, you would worry about your players.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's not. There's probably going to be a handful of these lads that conditions being right and circumstance
change. Rafa Varane fit enough for the bench, and I wonder, can that Ings and Watkins?
Yeah, it's unusual that the 2 centre halves are going to have to dip.
Old Trafford, back to HQ. Rayo Vallecano for the first time is a message. Well, it's the final game of the long haul part. Bruno Fernandes. In the end, it was neither one thing or another, but it from Malacia. Back comes Cash.
The great touch by Marcus Rashford it was, but he just caught Matty Cash on his heels.
Command at Villa might have expected better. Bruno Fernandes, foot gusty at the stadium. In comes the corner towards that far post. Where's that going to ricochet? It ricochets out for a corner on the other side. McGinn was involved. Shaw. It's quite deep. Maguire, that's a great save.
Quite as well as he would have liked, as we see the challenge. Sorry, the head.
Who knows? Maybe more to come. Ramsey. Good challenge that. Nice turn by Cash though. Cash goes for goal as well, and that whistle's just wide of the far post. It's a good strike from the full. And Sancho's away, and they're flooding forward here, United. Sancho goes for goal. And that's
I think Sancho probably thought, I'll use them as a screen. It's a decent
position, you'd think. Coutinho. In went Shaw. Shaw, or would it be Fernandes? It is Fernandes who chips it towards Martial. Martial. Rashford up against Cash. Rashford. Should have been training. Literally a walk away. That's through to Anthony Martial from Rashford. Martial gets it. Oh, that flag goes up for offside against Martial as he made that run. He got it back to Bruno Fernandes, and I suppose Bruno will be disappointed in the Aston Villa squad. Oh, it's gone in a bit strong there. McGinn on Martial from behind. Unnecessary.
They're not the type of forwards that you'd be worried about running into the space behind and not being able to.
What happened last season, really? We also knocked Villa out of the cup. You might remember that 1-0 Scott McTominay, which I must say, you know, I'm quite good at remembering games, and I'm quite short. Clips it towards Fernandes, and now Martial's about to pull the trigger to right. Ings waits in the centre. Watkins, clever feet towards Ings. He's waiting. Rashford against Cash again. Shaw on the overlap. Shaw with the ball in, and Sancho scores. Well played, Luke Shaw. He picks out Jadon Sancho, and Sancho has really made his mark on this tour. That's his 3rd goal of the tour, and United lead Villa 1-0.
Now this is all about the endeavour of Luke Shaw to get on that overlap, to create a little bit of an overload, give the Villa back line a problem. Definitely.
Barcelona for over 100 million and ended up coming to Villa for about 20. Kadim with the ball in. It's gone all the way through to Cash. Comes down. Dean is continuing down that left-hand side. Ings waits in the centre. Cut out by Harry. And he picks out Anthony Martial. And now Fernandes, who's looking see red. Header from Cash. Gliding up that line, showing great pace. Ramsey with the ball in. But it's, they haven't really shown it so far. Fernandes, he's got plenty of options here. Fernandes outside of his boot. Sancho in there. The ball moved, but I suppose he'll be a little shade disappointed that it was Maguire, and he finds Rashford. Rashford goes for goal himself.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what Tyrone Mings was doing. He looked favourite to clear that, and
he's just turned 30, the Brazilian, and he picks out Watkins.
But I have to say that United have done really well in terms of winning the
ball there, and now Rashford's got Martial with him. Rashford again drills it across the face. Sancho makes the run. Rashford waits in the centre. Here's Marcus Rashford, and it ricochets in off Cash. A bizarre goal. Sancho to Rashford, ricocheted off Cash. It'll probably go down as an own goal, and United have a second before half-time.
We spoke about it in the first goal, or for the first goal, the willingness to be able to get on your bike and get in behind, and this is exactly what Jadon Sancho does. I'm really surprised that...
But they are decent opposition. Here's Coutinho. It's meant for Mings. And Sancho giving him the lead after a great assist from Luke Shaw on the left-hand side. Might make a loan spell at Everton, a loan spell at Sheffield United. And he is super quick. Now Watkins. Watkins goes for goal. Well, from our position, it's Konsa. Stabbed towards Rashford. Now Sancho. Bailey. A little step over. Bailey goes for goal. Brilliant strike. Instant impact from the half-time substitute. Leon Bailey steaming up the right-hand side. Little step over and found the corner. Villa back in it. 2-1.
Yeah, really good goal. You can't take anything away from Leon Bailey. And he's done more.
Bailey with the corner, a deep one. And it is headed in. Chambers was in there. And Villa pinched the equaliser right at the end, just as they did when the sides met at Villa Park in January, when United led 2-0 and ended up drawing 2-2. Well, the same thing has happened in Perth. De Gea frustrated, Villa equalise.
Yeah, and I don't think that's the full time.
Em bước đến với anh bao tuyệt vời, em mang đến cho anh với bao nụ cười. Anh nhớ hoài ánh mắt đó của em, và từng đêm thầm mong em là của anh.